So, is there a thing such as bad financing, or what is bad financing, right? This is what I'm going to explore today. I get a lot of questions from people who tell me, hey Moran, I want to buy a business, I follow your channel, and I understand that I need to find a good deal and find good financing for that deal. But what is a bad deal and what is bad financing, or what is good financing? Is there even such thing, right? This is what I'm going to explore today, so let's get to it. Now, if you don't know me yet, my name is Moran Pober. I'm here to help you buy your dream business or a few of them, and here to share my journey in the process in the last few years and what worked for me and my clients. I'm the founder and owner of Acquisitions.com. So what is bad financing? What is good financing? First of all, the fact that you even got to a point where you need financing is good. It means that you probably got yourself a sector, or you're thinking about a sector. You probably got yourself a deal, or you're thinking about looking at a deal, and you understand that financing or knowing and understanding about deal structure is super important to close the deal, right? Which is exactly what I'm going to expand on today. So the first note I'm going to share with you is super important, but make sure you stick with me to all of them so you don't miss some of those most important things. So to begin with, you need to understand that every person has a different situation. You need to understand that every person comes from a different positioning and from a different baseline and beginning stage. For some people, they already have a lot of money in their bank account. For others, they don't. So for that person, financing A will be amazing, but financing type B will be awful, right? So you always need to compare yourself to yourself. Never compare yourself to someone who's 5 or 10 years ahead of you. Compare yourself to your next best version, and always try to improve, but understand that there is no bad financing that is bad finance for everyone. There is bad finance for you personally based on your situation, and this is what I want to explore a little bit more. I'd say the biggest thing for you to understand in terms of bad financing, or understanding what is a bad financing, is for you to figure out and calculate literally for every deal, what is your worst case scenario? What is your worst downside? Is it you losing your money? Is it you signing personal guarantee? Is it you potentially going bankrupt, right? Figure out with yourself, what is your worst case scenario? And then think with yourself, can you handle that worst case scenario? For many people, they hear about personal guarantees and they're immediately getting all crazy, right? They're afraid. But then when I ask them, hey, do you have any assets to lose? Like, what assets do you own? Do you own other businesses? Do you own on your name? Do you own other assets on your name? Other real estate or whatever you have on your name? And many of them tell me, no, I don't have anything. So you need to think with yourself, why should you scare from signing personal guarantees? Does a loan or a financial institution or financing that require you to sign personal guarantee is really bad? I don't know. Are you going bankrupt means really bad? Is it just for your ego? Do you even know what requires or what are the causes of what happens if you decide to go bankrupt? I'm not saying that you need to aim for that, or that you obviously need to expect that or try to get there, but you need to understand that going bankrupt, I mean, if you look at Donald Trump, he went through a lot of those things because he knew how to structure things in business, because he knew that some business just won't work out. But if you know how to structure things and protect yourself well, then you won't have those downsides. Then even if you sign personal guarantees, then you need to understand exactly what's the difference in personal guarantees. You need to understand that many times you can even insurance personal guarantee. So you don't really have a downside, right? So everything is specific. That's what's beautiful in this space of doing deals. Every deal is different. That's what you gotta have support around you. For other people, they're even thinking about other things. They're thinking, hey, first of all, do I look for debt financing? Do I look for equity financing, right? If I raise equity financing and I'm going to be diluted, right? Maybe for some of you guys, bad financing would be dilution. Like for me right now, I won't go into a deal unless it's worth it for me in terms of equity in the deal. That is enough for me to be worth my time. For others, if it's your first deal and you're going to be diluted because you're going to raise equity, because probably in your first deal, you're going to need some equity kick perhaps in your deals, then you need to ask yourself, is me being diluted is okay with me? Right? You need to ask yourself, are you okay with being diluted? Or maybe you just want to look for debt equity and debt financing, right? So those are questions you got to ask yourself. Where do you see yourself in that process? Is it okay for you? Like for some people, it's not worth it for them to end up with 5 or 10% in the deal. If it's even their first deal, because they have other things going on for them. They make enough money. So for them, I would say, you know what? Wait and look for other better deal for you. For other people, I would say, you know what? If you have an opportunity to buy a business, to take 6 figures from the business and to only own 5 or 10% in the deal, it's still worth it for you because your alternative isn't as good. So those are many things you gotta think with yourself about, which is exactly why with everything related to this world of buying businesses, of acquisitions, you gotta have the full picture. You gotta know what you're getting yourself into. Every deal is different. You gotta have mentorship and support around you. You gotta have a second set of eyes of things or a second opinion. You gotta learn the full picture and the nuances and understanding of different financing and understanding what is your situation, what is your goal, what are your visions, right? Where do you see yourself? Unless you have that, you can make a lot of mistakes. And even if you think it's a good finance, you'll end up with having bad financing and you'll end up with making a lot of mistakes that will just get in you in owning a business that you don't even want to own or that won't even get you closer to your goals. So those are things you gotta figure out with yourself. Unless you figure it out, it's gonna be super difficult. If you wanna see what works for me and my clients to buy businesses, then we're gonna put here a training for you to check out. And let me know in the comments below if you have any other questions about this topic or any other topic, because this is how I get and find topics for you to create more videos and help you guys. I'm here to share value and add value to you guys. So let me know in the comments below what questions you have. And like this video if you got any value from this. Now, I know a lot of you guys are asking, okay, so I understand financing. Now, I need accountants, lawyers to help me as well, right? So what do I get first? Accountants? Do I get lawyers first? Which is exactly why I created this next video for you. So go check that next video and I'll see you there in a bit.